3 practices for implementing those 2 ideas called skillful means, which were very much elaborated in Vajrayana. And you're going to see a video on Monday, so come, because there's no other way of seeing it, where you'll be seeing them doing some of these things. And on Wednesday, I'll tell you some of the things to watch out for and what they mean in the video. Okay, so today, natural state. Okay, beyond the Aliyah. The Aliyah Vijnana, it's not fabricated by mind. That's what they say. It's not fabricated by mind. Okay. The rest of the world, all of samsara, we have thoughts, we have concepts, we have emotions, we're making the world. Not making it. It's explicit about it as the basis for everything. Okay? Natural state meditation. We're not accustomed to this. So we had one without instructions, or with my kind of homey version of instructions. Now for some real instructions from the mouths of the experts. Guru Padmasambhava is giving these instructions to his faithful student, Lady Tsogel. So here is one of the images of Padmasambhava. What his name means is the lotus born. He's sitting on a lotus. Those are lotus petals. And he's got the bodhisattva implements in his hands because Vajrayana understands itself as a form of Mahayana taken to a greater degree. So there he's got the bowl with the jewel, or with nectar and a jewel, and he's got a thunderbolt of Vajra in his right hand for overcoming obstacles. He's an origin figure. He came to Tibet from North India to subdue demons, and you subdue demons by binding them to the Dharma, not by killing them. But you can't kill demons. You try to when they get bigger. And okay, so here's the Tibet. You know things about Tibet by now. It's mountainous, north of India, and there, and at the moment it's part of China, sort of. The lotus born, the idea of the lotus is that it's a beautiful flower that grows in and out of muck. You see water lilies, they'll grow in kind of, they need a little bit of soil, but for a lotus to grow, it needs, down there. And so the awake mind is born each moment like a lotus from the muck within the muck of samsara. This is kind of the Buddhist version of the virgin birth, which makes a lot more sense when you think of it this way than if you're trying to be scientific about it. Yeshe Sogel is, Yeshe means a wisdom that's deeper than Prajna. Prajna sees Shunyata, but we're now seeing beyond Shunyata. This is a feminine form. She's also holding implements. And notice, she's a guru in her own right. They're equal. She represents this form of wisdom. He represents skillful means. And so Yeshe is this deeper form of wisdom in Tibetan, and Nana is the Sanskrit. And here she is teaching in her own right. And you will notice that her student is naked because one needs to strip away everything in order to receive the primordial state. As Suzuki Roshi was talking about, they're all talking, it's one idea, they're all talking about it. And then you clothe yourself as needed, and so the Tibetan word for relative truth literally means all dressed up, garishly dressed up, like this world is. Okay, and masculine and feminine, the two parts get together. This is one of the least incendiary pictures I could find of it, so that I wouldn't be accused of corrupting the 30 pictures. Okay, so the meditation. Okay, here's your meditation, and then we will meditate. Okay, so Lady Tsogel served Padmakara, accompanying him from the time she was 8 years old, accompanying him as a shadow follows a body. She's now about to leave Tibet, and she says, "Oh," she makes an offering. "Great master, you're leaving to tame some more demons. I'm left behind here in Tibet. Although I've served you for a long time, this old woman has no confidence about the time of death. So I beseech you to kindly give me an instruction condensing all teachings into one, which is concise and easy to practice. Don't we want that?" The great master replied, "Devoted one with a faithful and virtuous mind, listen to me. Although there are many profound key points of body, rest free and relaxed as you feel comfortable. Everything is included in simply that. Okay, we do all kinds of things with our bodies, all kinds of self-improvement, but just find the true rate relaxation. Although there are many key points of speech, such as breath control, mantra recitation, all the speech and all the communication that we do, stop speaking and rest like a mute. Everything is included in simply that. Although there are many key points of mind, such as concentrating, relaxing, projecting, dissolving, focusing inward, focusing outward, everything is included in simply letting it rest in its natural state, free and easy, without fabrication. Mind doesn't remain quietly in that state. If one wonders, is it nothing? It's all empty. Like a haze in the heat of the sun, it still shimmers and flashes forth, flashing. But if one wonders, is it something? It has no color or shape to identify it. It is utterly empty and completely awake at the sensation of your mind. Okay, so rest the communication, free and easy, without fabrication. 1 minute. Just really relax your mind, relax the snake now. All right. What if obstacles arise? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Well, another analogy, like the ocean and the waves. Everything is completely awake beyond fabrication state, like water, and the wave is part of the water, which can be rough or smooth. And in fact, negative experiences are often the most misleading because we usually take them as a negative sign. But in fact, negative experiences in our practice are blessings in disguise. Try not to react to them with aversion, but recognize them instead for what they truly are. The realization of the true nature of the experience liberates you from the harm or danger of the experience itself. As a result, even a negative experience can be a great source of blessing and accomplishment. So, another moment of don't worry about anything negative that pops up. In fact, if you feel like it, you could even invite something negative and just sit comfortably and naturally with it. All right. Glimpses. In the very, very first week, you had a reading called Sudden Glimpse. You had a little taste of the whole class in that first week. So we reached Sudden Glimpses. All right. This essence has three characteristics. It's open, perfect, and spontaneous, or openness, sorry, get it wrong, openness, perfection, and spontaneity. All aspects of every phenomenon are completely clear and lucid. The whole universe is open and unobstructed. All things are naked, clear, and free from obscurations. The nature of things naturally appears and is naturally present in time, transcending awareness, openness, perfection. Everything is naturally perfect just as it is, completely pure and undefiled. All phenomena naturally appear in their uniquely correct modes and situations, forming ever-changing patterns full of meaning and significance, like participants in a great dance. Already fully developed, spontaneity. All phenomena are completely new and fresh, absolutely unique, and entirely free from all concepts of past, present, and future. The continual stream of new discovery and fresh revelation and inspiration, and so on. So, what's meditation like in the light of that? Well, openness, open oneself completely. Perception, it's just a natural function of everyday life. Spontaneity, every moment of meditation is completely unique and full of the potentiality, so don't judge. Just plunge straight into meditation at this very moment with one's whole mind and be free from hesitation, boredom, or excitement. All right, try. Actually, don't try. Another moment. Forget everything that I read to you, just for a moment. All right. Okay, the last one of these. This is one of the authors that you have a number of things of in your reader, and he specialized in saying things in a way that got some people upset. So, okay, so he's now been talking about the depthness and the lowness of ordinary mind. So that gives us some understanding that our concept of the greatest discovery of Vajrayana insight is not actually the case, and only happens at the level where our mind relaxes. It is like, here comes one of his charming images, it is like the eunuchs of the imperial court in China, whose duty was purely to serve rather than to have political power or any ambition at all. Therefore, you could have the oneness of good and bad put together, and therefore feel some special experience, like the top of a pyramid where things come up and meet together at the crest at the top. So-called mystical experience at the top, where you go mindless, you go blank, on the level of the highest possible respectable, sophisticated no mind. And, you know, people that think they're studying religion or studying Buddhism or studying meditation, they want special experiences to study, all right? That's not the point. But in the Buddhist, instead of up, we're talking about down. A hole is dug in pyramid shape. We dig down more and more, and we find a triangular meeting point down below. So you have pleasure, pain, freedom, imprisonment all going down and meeting at the lowest of the lowest level. Other traditions, when you go up, you consider yourself special. Our tradition, when you go down, when you go all the way down, when you reach the reverse pyramid below, you find water. That water is what's known as compassion. Instead of heaven, heaven in the sense of the realm of the gods, we find home. So one thing he's showing is the return to the world with compassion. This is actually a Sufi saying, if you look at people with the outer eye, you do not like them very much. I mean, you try to manufacture all the good things, but if you look with the eye of reality, you can see that everything is perfect. Okay, this is, as far as I can see, Buddhism going beyond itself, going beyond its doctrines. And this is in this world today. Now, you get some of you have been emailing me saying, yeah, but what do you think? Well, I think that's what traditions of all kinds need to do in the world today. That is to go beyond the confines of their whole history and all the accumulated barnacles and do what's real. Okay, so in the light of this, what do we do about daily life? Openness. Everyday practice is simply to develop a complete acceptance and openness to situations and emotions. You are about to, I mean, you're in daily life right now, and it's a situation, and you've got emotions and everything else, you know, so that's open. This produces a tremendous energy, which is usually locked in the process of mental evasion and running away from experience. So, I'm so tired. Energy. Perfection, the everyday practice is just ordinary life itself. Since the underdeveloped state does not exist, there is no need to behave in any special way, or to try to attain or produce anything. Be spontaneity. Be natural and spontaneous. Accept and learn from everything. Accept and learn from everything. I was once trying to get on an airplane before all the current mess for 9/11, but they still had with a large rock in my carry-on because I was going to a thing that had told me to bring a rock, and I was sent off to the Sam Brown Belt. Why do you have this rock in here? And I thought, well, this is a confessive guy. I better tell him the truth. And so I tried to explain. Well, I was going to this conference on shamanism in Montana, and they, he was looking at me, and I told him who I was, where I'd been born, and then I realized that I had in my handbag the letter that they had sent me telling me this, because that also told me where I was supposed to go when I got there. So I hold it out and I showed it to him. Whoa, every day, he'll learn something new. Okay, just plunge straight into life at this very moment with one's whole being and be free from hesitation, boredom, or excitement. So remember that as you leave through the portals into life. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh. Okay, you can misuse anything. And yes, you can misuse this doctrine. That's why it comes later. Well, yeah, you can take it as a doctrine. If you take it as a doctrine, then you can misuse it, and then you can end up just like you said. You have put your finger directly on how to do that. It, um, we don't see it, but you mean from the last class? Yeah, from last class. We didn't see it, but they may very well have taken it off to Lost and Found, or the professor may have taken it to his own